Yeah. Whoa. Hey, Barney. It's good to see you, man. I just need to get a couple little things put together because I was not prepared. I've been working on this map despite how fucking terrible it may look. I'd initially based it on this Gargantua cave. It looks great. I'm sure it does. Okay, throw the stream in lore important. Do that. Hey, Woku. Would you mind doing a net everyone in the server? I'm a little behind to the point of I'm going to eat my fucking lunch. Or supper, I guess. Just a bit of explaining what's on the map would be great. Absolutely. All will become clear. What's some good music for me to eat and completely ignore the what is it? Oops, that's not it. We need some decent music for a moment. Just to wind myself up. I watched a shit ton of videos. Kuro Hyos. Kuroyo OST. Wait, that's fucking solid. Hold on. That's cool as shit. That is fucking awesome. This is gonna be on the heel. I'm going to start eating. So if y'all like mukbangs, that's cool. And if you don't, good, because I'm not gonna be that loud. Holy fuck, this fried chicken is good. And the song is too. Ooh, the guitar! This goes on the foot. Barney, man, you got some good taste, man. Fuck yeah. All good, Leo. I'm eating fucking fried chicken right now. It's so fucking good. This is so fucking good. Both the music and the food. Angry Man. If you can one day, I highly recommend it. It's a great game. It's got great fucking music. This is selling me on it, and I have no idea what the game is like at all. What is the game like? Fighting game. We talking like a Mortal Kombat fighting game, or a like beat 'em up Yakuza spinoff? Okay. Well, that explains the good fucking music. Fuck, that is good music. Oh. On the foot, baby. The cutscenes are a drawn style. Oh, wait, really? I actually fucking love that. Hi, Mom. I'm quite alright. Thank you. That's just such a good guitar riff. Okay. Here we go. Knife feels so good. Or, knife feels good. Don't know why I put the so. Oh? Ooh! Hold the fuck on! That's so fucking good! What was the other one you recommended? So unusual. Alright. We will get to the proper lore, but I do want to check this out. Ooh. Fuck, that's solid! That's fucking solid! That is fucking good! Excellent fucking... excellent. That... Thank you. I'll be checking out more of that. That is fucking cool. That is... Yeah! Fuck yeah! Alright. So. Thank you for liking it. No need to thank me for liking something that's objectively fucking awesome. So, what I have based the map today off of is a cave. I say based, I literally just took, the fucking north arrow, that, and then blue in the corner. And that's it. But this is a cave that my father has gone through before. Gargantua Cave. Now, we do have some lore. So, the job started simple. Oh God, what the fuck? Why is that? Oh, get smaller. Let me. What the fuck? Why is this small? Okay, that's better. All right. Oh, and then if I do in the Credo 1.1, then I can unlock the display capture. Move this over. All right. So, negotiating the old way. This is part of Ledger's book in the server. So, written from the perspective of the character Ledger. Context is we're still in the city of Eschep after successfully defending it. Thank you guys for that. Of course, not all is going as smooth as we'd hoped. So, Ledger wanted to pick up some extra work. You know, just busy stuff to keep the money flowing. But largely, we're on a vacation. So he's like, okay, client, Eschep Garrison, profit minimum 10%, we need this. Eliminate creatures in the cave system underneath Eschep. Friendly force, he was like, oh yeah, we'll totally need 36 men and 1 negotiator. We're using 4. Found corpses. Looks to be non-human. Eating and or killing. Excellent. One sec, I need to get a drink of fucking water. Woo! Having trouble identifying the bodies. Human corpses have the abdomen torn out and easily accessible flesh removed. Lips, cheeks, throat, fingers, toes, calves, thighs, forearms, and upper arms. Besides some digits, lips, nose, and ears, nothing's been completely severed. Teeth marks are odd. Almost human, but much bigger. One corpse had a fully intact bite mark on the torso, both sides. I'm waiting on exact measurements, but safe to say they're fucking big. 2 sets of canines, too. Whatever it is, it might not be eating just to eat. Can't be that desperate for food. Didn't even get through the rib cage, even though it definitely broke ribs. Looks like long claw slashes. 3 claws, 2 directions. Black and grayish hair left behind. Haven't seen it before. It's thick. Like the individual strands are thick. But it's definitely hair. Some corpses are showing signs of blunt force trauma. Confirmed one was slammed against a cave wall multiple times. Found the last guardsman who went missing during the excavation. Or what's left of him. Looks like he put up a fight. But it ain't a good news. Face is all but removed. Chest plate's been punctured by a long shard of rock. So our attacker can use a primitive weapon in a pinch. Guardsman's blade is caked with dried blood from the tip down to the hilt. Smells oddly sour. Significantly bent. Edge damage lines up with thrusting and striking bone, which tells me his attacker likely wasn't wearing an armor. But the fact we have only 1 corpse tells me we aren't dealing with a regular ambush hunter. So it knows how to use stone tools, and it rips off faces. Or bites off, for this guy. The scene's telling me a story I don't like. And not just because we found part of his cheek and his hair, and another blood splatter a few meters back, telling me that he lost part of his face and still lived for a bit. My guess is that it charged, he thrusted, and impaled himself to the hilt like a boar. It grabbed a hold of him, started dealing damage. He managed to get it off. Stumbled over to the cave wall, but it didn't matter. Either that thing made another pass, or it had a friend. One tackle and a downward thrust with enough pressure to force through the steel. Poor fucker didn't stand a chance. Sent a 4-man scouting party. Objective was to map out the system as best they could and hopefully spot the target. Team was armed with a short spear shield, sword shield, crossbow sword, and war pick shovel. Light armor for mobility. Reflective pauldrons and anklets for easy identification. Standard caving kits, including an absurd amount of torches, rope, and utility blades, with slight enchantments to give off a dim glow. Not enough to light the way, but enough to see them if you drop them. Command still won't approve more powerful light enchantments for field use. Too high of an upfront cost. A 3-man watch team was dispatched at the entrance to wait for them. 2 days after, they sent a member back here to report. It's been 3 days now. We have a problem. So, Ledger showed the characters his book, those entries. Look at the notes. I'd like your ideas on what the fuck we're dealing with. And, long story short, we tried figuring it out. Blackthorn kind of suggested we were under attack by Bigfoot, except not specifically. So it could have been the Sasquatch. We did find a folktale. That was cool. Standard kid story, behave or whatever it is will get you. Physical appearance is vague. Semi-bipedal, big claws, big teeth, hairy as fuck. Names vary from duskmen to lost sheep. We'll figure out what to properly call him when we see him. Legend seems to have died off within the last 2 generations. So, 40-ish years. So, after a while, we did finally get a fucking team together. We got a dog and a handler. Someone who can actually fucking track. We got some guys up front with some proper Vanguard weaponry. We've got a couple of them with ranged equipment as well. Hi, Wef. For illumination, we're doing torches. Also, Ledger Peddles, good old shark man here, hello, sends a message. I can do these little fucking memos now. That's so cool. Hey fellas, Ledger had some private business to attend to. I'll be overseeing this expedition. Peddles takes a look in Ledger's book and finds this. 1 Type 12 Officer's Arming Sword. 1 standard wooden heater shield. 1 standard utility knife with a Type A flame enchantment. 1 Halligan entry tool. returned to Peddles after use. 1 standard field commander uniform. 1 spelunking pack. 1 personnel decimator. You're not familiar with that term. With 5 uses. Last resort, do not factor into calculations, do not reveal or explain unless required. Then, 1 type F warrior axe with a type C fire enchantment. 1 type 1 tower shield with a toggleable type 2 weight enchantment. 1 standard utility knife. 1 heavy vanguard knight uniform with a type 3 weight enchantment. And 5 self-igniting flame bottles. Objective: minimize casualties. Get someone with a good reputation to write a report. Up to you to decide what that means for you. Oh, fuck, that reminds me, I forgot to... Oh god, how do I do the thing? Fuck, how do I do the thing? Where's the stream manager button thing? Oh god. How the thing what? Oh no, I forgot I need to put these things on the my character yet. I got distracted. Not yet currently. Woku, how the fuck do I put this in subscribers only? I don't remember how. Help. Oh god. I am a fool. Search up YouTube tutorial. I literally fucking have to contact another streamer. That would be funny as shit, but I don't want to fully destroy my momentum. Also disable redeems if you haven't. Good point. Good fucking point. Okay. In theory, I might have done it. I don't know. I know I didn't disable redeems yet. Alright. We're good. Welcome to the underbelly. Actually, Torvus Bog will be perfect for this. So, your map is literally just one that you found off a fucking brochure. Any marks made for you will be made in blue. Excuse me. There are 3 points of entry. You will be utilizing one only. You have what has been mapped out before you. This... This leads to the town hall. And these are the 2 entrances in town. Down here is to that waterfall. This is what's been mapped out so far. So, which would be... Well, which would you like to go for? The map's intricate. The map is the... It took a lot more effort than it looks like it did. Red North feels that Path 1 would be the best option. Shit. Okay. I need to get this on a different level. But... yeah. So, which would we like to go for? The map looks like it took a lot of effort. Stop saying this in character! That... in character, Ledger didn't fuck... or Peddles... I guess you're dealing with Peddles right now, because Ledger's AWOL. Never mind, you're dealing with me! Thank you! I worked very hard on it. It's weird playing 2 characters. Alright. So. Whoever made this map did great. Yes, they did fucking excellent. Now, do... okay, I'm only hearing support for moving through Path 1. Is that correct? You're still a bellend. Okay, but you're still not answering the fucking question. So I overrule you, bitch. Yes, I agree with the course of action. All right. Behave now, Thorny. You have at your disposal a frontman, that's a sword. A dog handler, that's a dog's head. A bowman, that's a bow and arrow. And a utility man. That's a torch. It's a nice looking map. I could see that being in a TTRPG supplement. That's what this is all going to turn into someday. But thank you, genuinely. All right. So, you enter in. Excuse me. I retract my statement about the map seeing the doodles on the left. Well, fucking doodles! Like that, fuck you! Regardless. Okay. So, you enter the cave. The light still shines from before. It's dark as shit. Yeah. The brightest thing you see is this fucking map. Alright. You enter in, and you see a stone pillar coming up. Love you, Shark. Love you too, Barney! Regardless. You see a stone pillar. Man-made, old as shit. Now, the route that was supposed to be taken for the initial escape was to go down through here, through these stalactites, through this pit of awkward area, and then from here, they would take this passage down through here, through this huge cavern, through this maze of stalactites and stalagmites, and finally to the sweet, sweet safety of the waterfall after. It seems that some people may have gotten lost along the way. Same with these two entrances. They were supposed to go through here, hug this wall, and then follow the path. It seems not all of them did. I will restate our objective. We want to find the missing people. We want to confirm what the threat is, and if we are capable of dealing with the threat, we will deal with it. If we find that anyone is stuck, we will get them out. Your utility man is your guy with the map as well. Please do not get him killed. This will be very hard to do without, you know, a fucking map for the unmapped parts. Alright. You continue down the passageway. The light behind you fades. You come across a natural wall of stalagmites. We get to go home too, right? Hopefully. Don't fuck up. So, you guys are saying you'd prefer the dog in front, torch second, and then I'd assume sword third, archer last? One second. Please be the right one. Please be the fucking right one. Oh my god, be the right one. Be the right song. Why won't you load? It's not, but we'll make it work. Test dummy in front of the dog. Bonson should be the test dummy. Is Bonson going to be the fucking leader of this expedition? Alright, our sword guy is Bonson. Our dog guy? What should our dog guy's name be? We need a name that starts with a delta, an alpha, and a tango. Denson? Bonson? Denson? I don't think Denson should be a good fucking name for a person. Doug. I'm good with Doug. You guys aren't saying this shit in character. Does he have a shield in case sword guy gets jumped up front? Yes. Aidson and Trace. Okay, I'm gonna veto that. Because I have a feeling these are people you actually know, and that gets into weird territory. Bonson, Doug. I'll go Aaron. What's a good T name? Ace. Fine, we'll do Ace. I can live with Ace. I don't know any Bonson, Denson, Aidson, or Trace. You know a Bonson, I thought. Wasn't that the whole fucking point? Ted. I'm good with Ted. Bonson, Doug, Ace, and Ted. Bonson, Doug, Ace, Ted. Bonson, Doug, Ace, Ted. Ted, Ace, Doug, Bonson. Ted, Ace, Doug, Bonson. Ted, Doug, Ace, Bonson. Bonson, Ted, Doug, Ace. Okay, I think I've got them together now. So. Your fearless leader, Bonson, suggests that you hug the wall, and so your team does. And bit by bit they creep. What's the name of the archer? Ace. They step through the gravel pit. They come across a roadblock that has since been tunneled through. They make their way one by one, single file. Now, as we get to this area, these 3 flags here these are locations of bodies that we know of. The initial body found was here. The second body found was here. And that third one with the brutal killing was here. Tunneled through by us or the creature. That was tunneled. We believe. We forgot to ask now that I think about it. But we believe that we have tunneled through it. Yes, we have actually, because yes. No, sorry, plot hole, canonically, we did tunnel through. The final answer. So, what would you like to do? We can go west towards one of the flags. We can go south to another flag. We can go east to the other flag. Now, east is towards the unmapped section of the cave, which most likely is where our guys are. But if we want to examine the previous, altercations, it might give us a bit of foresight. But the clock is ticking, and every moment that we fuck around. I was wondering if it was already there when the escape tunnel was conceived and we just took advantage of it. Ah, I see. I'm gonna say this part did a partial collapse when Eschep was under active siege, and then we tunneled through it after. We split up to cover more ground. Bonson tells you to go fuck yourself. So does Ace. So does Ted. And so does Doug. See? I'm remembering. And Doug's dog also tells you to shut up. Hell no! Streamlabs, why are you the way you are? So, where would we like to go? East, south, or... west, south, or east? Hello, Iris. We have a 4-man team. Bonson with the sword, Doug with the dog, Ace with the bow, and Ted with the utilities. Closest one first. Wants to go west? Okay. 2 votes for west. Bonson, in his... Bonson literally cannot bring his shield with. It's too big. So he stays guard out here. You squeeze through this little passage and enter. This is where the second corpse found was. And it is unfortunately very accurate to the description. They, all the fingers and toes have been, seems, chewed off. The face has been completely fucking mauled. And yet, most of what would be the good meat on one of them, it doesn't seem like this guy was killed for the purpose of eating. If anything, it seems more of a torture scene. The blood splatters and the... excuse me. You can see scrapes on the ground where his weapon was. You can't find his weapon, which is odd. You assume that maybe the guys that found him brought that back up. They cited their reason for not moving this body at all was they could not fit him back through the entry hole. And looking back at it, you feel they're correct. Even with his missing parts. Anything out of the ordinary? Just a dead guy who's been absolutely mauled. You don't seem to notice anything that would mark as if it were, like, a person doing it, or some magic happening, or if it was somehow fucking self-inflicted. You don't notice any of that. It just seems to be a fucking brutal scene. The reports of the bite marks being massive, they weren't exaggerating. It seems like it clamped around half his fucking head. And the bite marks, again, seem to be almost human. Minus the second set of canines and the fact that they're massive. You hear a clang. Steel on stone. It's distinctive. It echoes. You do not know where it's come from. Distant, but with intent. Any marks on the wall? Marks of a struggle. Nothing that really identifies what or who. And the bloodstains, you do notice a bit more of a darker blood. And, like the report said, it does smell sour. And this is dried. You can only imagine what it smells like when it's alive. I think it's some kind of primate. Blackthorn is back on his Sasquatch theory, adding rogue negotiator to list of possible suspects. Counterpoint. There's no fucking way a negotiator fit through this hole. But no, that's a valid guess, though. Because, like, the sort of blunt brutality is reminiscent of what the negotiators have proven capable of. But negotiators typically don't have two sets of claws. And they do not have teeth. They do not have teeth at all. It's removed in the process. With the electrical current being forced through them and that, the teeth tend to explode. You feel you've gleaned as much information as you can from here. Where would you like to go next? You could go south to that other flag. Or you could head east into the uncharted territory. Different thing created in a similar method. That is actually a fucking horrifying thought. As you get out, you realize that Bonson has pissed in the corner. But he's still here. South first and then east? Do we want to go south, fellas? It looks like we're getting a lot more votes for going directly east. Time might be of the essence. We don't know for sure. This is where the first body was found. This is where the most recent one was found. Clean up after yourself, Bonson. Bonson refuses. As you enter this chamber, and you look upon the former mess of a guard, you hear another distinct clang of steel on stone. You are in the right direction. You look over this guy, and it is not fucking pretty. You look down and realize you're standing about where he must have initially been jumped. Judging by the blood and the fact that you can definitely see some pieces of now decaying flesh on the ground. You look over to him, and you see it. His chest plate caved in. Not necessarily fully caved in. Punctured. It seems whoever or whatever got him took basically a broken off stalactite and got him with enough force to drive that straight through his solid steel. Area's uncharted. Check your 6. Fuck yeah, Leo. It's interesting seeing the different reactions. You see that this guy's sword is still with him. Rigor mortis is long since faded. So he's, yeah. You see that the blood really does go all the way down to the hilt. You hear 2 more clangs of sword on stone. How do you stay so damn calm? Autism. Regardless, sorry. I hate to break tension. You hear very far off, but definitely loud enough. You hear that's the best I can mimic of it. A weird clacking sound. You hear that sound several more times. Were those spoons? Those were my fucking knuckles. We should check that, probably while armed. You continue to move south. You notice to your left, there seems to be another cave-in. Shall we throw a lit torch in the direction of the sound? You do have enough torches. You toss one down the hallway. You see that it seems to bend a little bit. Again, there is also a cave-in here. Greens from Brazil. Greens. We're doing a lore stream. We should move further in. Alright. You ignore the cave-in and move closer. You investigate a little passage, and that, unfortunately, is where you find another body. He's from one of the 4 that were sent before. The sword and shield guy. Or rather, his armor's here. It seems whatever got a hold of him removed the flesh from him, but didn't remove the armor. Or rather, it removed what it could. As you see, there's some scratches on the breastplate. You notice the left shoulder is completely crushed. Bite marks. You hear more of the louder. It's coming from your north. You hear another clang, steel on stone. Any other marks on the walls? This time, no. Although you can see from the ground, it looks like he was drugged in here. Specifically from the chamber you were standing in to here. Most likely died of infection or blood loss? I assume that he died from... Okay, maybe blood loss. If he is strong enough to survive that until infection gets him... You head up north. You also found a bit It seems he had a bit of a map, but he's just kind of scratched out this section of it, the things we've found. What's our T-man again? Ted. Ted copies down what he can. Back at the cave-in before, do we see anything of interest? We do not. It seems to be relatively recent on both sides. Victims of flaying often died of either blood loss or infected wounds IRL. I did my research on this. Yep. But the infection, like that takes some time to set in. This guy was being actively mauled. He did not die of infection. But you are completely correct. Yes. When it comes to the aftermath of it, absolutely, infected wounds are fucking brutal. Yeah. Doesn't seem that anyone was stuck under the cave-in. You head up a bit north. You hear it again. The clang of sword on stone. It's coming from the southern area. Down here. Throw another torch ahead of us. You throw a torch up. You do not notice anything particular. Should go south. All right. Start moving south. A bit faster paced. You reach this area. You find another of them. The clanging is coming from here. As you're walking, it seems to be getting louder, more frantic. Thank you, Wilku. So, my question is, do we go straight to the noise, or do we investigate the body? You can see from where you are, he seems to have put up a fight. There's a shit ton of blood around him, and a very, very sour smell. Investigate. Which one? The sound or the noise? The noise seems more urgent. Sound's getting louder. Okay. Please be the right one. Please be the right sound. This is going to be awkward as shit if it's not. Come on. Nope, that's not. Fucking. You round the corner. You find him. Having leaned himself up against the wall, one arm unusable. The other weakly clanging his shovel on the ground in front of him. A carcass at his feet. You get closer. He continues clanging. His helmet's on. It's a closed-face helmet. There are bite marks around the helmet. There are marks everywhere. As you move closer, you do realize that left arm will not be usable again. And you notice his shovel is fucking covered in sour-smelling blood. The carcass at his feet. It's humanoid. Standing up straight, it would have been around 7 feet tall. Two legs going into human-like feet. Arms ending in half-hand, half-bladed claw. It seems like the fingers could bend and use things, but the claws are fucking massive. The whole beast is covered in fur. Hair, actually. But what gets you is the head. Instead of a face, instead of a forehead, it has a massive maw. 2 rows of vaguely humanoid teeth with 2 canines. It is fucking massive. You notice that embedded in its abdomen is a 3rd Battalion war pick. The soldier leaned up against the wall continues clanging his shovel. He doesn't seem to notice you. Granted, I doubt he could notice anything with the amount of blood he's lost. Leo draws his weapon. Identify yourself. And he pauses his swing. And he drops the shovel with one final clang. His head slowly moves up to meet your gaze. And through his helmet, in the torchlight, you can still see his eyes as he gives you a weak but strong thumbs up. His arm drops, limp. He continues to breathe. He tries to form some words. Eric. Eric. He repeats the name over and over. Eric. He doesn't move. Eric. He stops repeating it as you say the word to him. He pauses, trying to find the right words, and settles on other way. Other way. Eric. Other way. Other way. Eric. And it's then you hear it again. The same clicking noise. He hears it too. And his hand frantically pats around. When it finds the shovel, it holds it. The fuck is that sound? And as you say that, he points his shovel to the carcass on the floor. He goes limp. Form up! You try to hand him the dagger, but he makes no, He makes no move to grab it from you. He seems to have passed out. The team readies their weapons. The dog begins barking. And as it barks, you hear more. It gets louder. And you hear footsteps. It's not one set of footsteps. There's more. Throw another torch into the previous section. And you swear you see something dart away. Your team moves back up to this room. One of your men grabs the wounded soldier, straps him to his back. A conveniently forgets that infection is the leading killer and gives the man burn wounds. You continue this game of throwing a torch until up ahead. They know, but they also don't want him to bleed out. So why not give him like a bandage or something, or apply pressure? Doug and his dog go to the middle of the formation. Understood. All eyes focus on what's ahead. And there you see it. Stumbling out. Actually, one of them blocks your path. It breathes. It stands, hunched, but still on 2 feet. You see no eyes on it. Its mouth hangs open, tasting the air. The dog barks. It lunges. I need to put this on a different layer. It comes at you. Your pointman puts his shield in front and tries to hold it at bay, poking over it with his blade. Your crossbowman gets around with an angle on it, fires into its shin. It has no reaction. The handler's unable to control the dog. The dog breaks free and jumps at it. It rakes at its side, bites onto its arm. The beast responds by slashing the dog and tossing it across the room. It gets up, reluctant to join the fight again. Your utilityman grabs his axe, goes around and hacks at the thing's back. It turns on him and tackles him to the ground. Leo responds by grabbing the short spear from Doug, who's still stunned, and thrusting it into the thing's side. It makes no noise, but it does react. And with the force of you running, you manage to push it off of Bonson. Bonson struggles to his feet as the thing tries to comprehend what's just happened to it. It makes louder and louder clicks. Oh, sorry, Leo. Your crossbowman finally reloads, puts another into it. Frantically reloading, puts another. Your utilityman refuses to get closer. The thing is going to get up. What do you do? I need an answer, and I need it right fucking now. Whatever you're typing, you got 30 seconds. Elle attempts to behead the monster while it's on the ground. Leo pulls the utility man back, and Elle bites the bullet, moves in, and attempts to sever its maw from its body. And thank fuck. Your blade doesn't go all the way through, but you can tell it goes through the spine. It stops moving. You continue heading north. It's here, unfortunately, that due to us not bringing a healer, your pointman unfortunately announces that your live one has died. You check and confirm. He is correct. You continue to head north. Along the way, you encounter another. Seems to be sleeping. You ensure that it doesn't wake up. $135.34. Yep. You find the next several chambers completely empty, but more and more blood. So much blood. Nice and subtle. You head down and you come across what looks to be a door. It's old. Very old. Some sort of wood, or wood-like material. It hasn't rotted away, but... Checks the handle. The door is not locked. You may push it open. Do you choose to? Anything particular about the door? Any writing or symbols? Shapes, but none that you can make out the significance of. You do find a scrap of paper, though. Seems to be a hastily drawn map. We're still missing one guy, right? Yes. Yes, you are. There's one man who is not accounted for. So I will ask again, what do we do with this door? Opens it slowly. All right. I didn't make this double doors, but pretend that it is. Are we going inside? You open the door. And you see a little something. Is this the right one? Please tell me it's the right one. No, this is also not the right one. There we are. You see, standing on top of this stone house, Field Commanders Ledger and Auburn. Clad in full armor. As a crowd of these monsters surround them. And up there as well, you see a badly wounded Eric, struggling but succeeding to load and fire his crossbow. You see the beasts. Are they attacking or not? They climb up one by one, only to get struck down. Auburn, in her heavy armor, her flaming axe, the only illumination in the room other than Ledger's torch, which is, well, one's been left on the ground, one's been left up top. Suppressing fire with one crossbow! Are you sure? Auburn notices your group. She yells to Ledger, who sees you and gives you a thumbs up before slashing down onto the head of another one of these things. Ledger yells to you. You wanna fucking think of something? Good to see you, Red. Another one climbs up slightly, only for Auburn to slam her shield down on its claw, severing it. It tumbles back into the crowd. Ledger yells again. Draw him off us! But not like onto you, because you will fucking die. They can outrun you. I promise. Three of them climb up at the same time. And while Auburn and Ledger are able to get two of them, the third is able to stand. Are we going in or are we waiting around? There is at least 50 of these things. I don't know if going right in there is the correct decision. But I can't stop you. What can we do with the situation at hand? What was the piece of equipment that was need to know from earlier? Well, that's only got 5 uses. Ledger hasn't used it, at least not to your knowledge. Crossbowman! Aim at its neck! The thing that sounds like it goes boom. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Unfortunately, Ledger hasn't seen fit to use it, which is telling me it's not the applicable situation for it. At your advice, the crossbowman does fire a shot into its neck, which while it doesn't kill it, does distract it long enough for Auburn to take its head off and kick it down into the crowd. I will not give hints with this. If you make it out, you make it out. If you don't, then you don't. What's around the room? The room is covered in stalactites on the ceiling. Do we know if they'd be distracted by a sound nearby? A rock thrown to the entrance of a building? Are they locked in, for lack of a better term? We are currently at the only exit. Also good to see you, Shin. If we draw them down on us, according to what Ledger has said, we fucking die. So yeah, a distraction would work pretty good. I don't know if a rock would really do much, but yeah. Another manages to fully get up top. Ledger impales it. It doesn't care. And it sinks a claw into his side. He responds by sinking a claw into its throat. Or what should be its throat. What's that thing that looks like a big building of some sort? This. While the other buildings look like they're carved out of stone, This one seems to be very man-made. Almost out of steel. In fact, you can almost guarantee from this distance, made out of steel. It seems to be in the shape of almost a semicircle. Not semicircle, like from the side, it's got that. Are there stalactites above the monsters that could crush or impale them? Possibly, although good luck getting them to hit the monsters and not Ledger. But if you decide that is an acceptable risk, I can't stop you. Speaking of Ledger, the claw hit got him under the armor. And even from here you can see he's starting to bleed bad. Another climbs up, another goes down. Auburn pulls her weight. Two more coming up. Stalactites over by the man-made structure. Just to the left or west side. Like, we're thinking like here? We could do that. We could absolutely do that. That area. Alright, my next question. How do we get those down? I am open to any fucking ideas you have. That sounds sarcastic, but it's not. The crossbowman kind of gives you a thumbs up. One makes it fully onto the roof. What materials do we have available to us? We traveled light. Oh, fuck, I deleted the fucking thing. Actually, let me quick and see. Okay, that's what Ledger has, the fucking, oh, shit, I forgot. Auburn has some self-igniting flame bottles. In other words, Molotovs. Granted, she's likely used a lot of them by now. Let me see. The war room. Ship's underbelly. What did we agree with? We got torches. We have a calcium carbide lamp. How strong are they? Strong enough that you'll need more than a crossbow bolt to hit them, or to hit them down, but weak enough that they are an option. We have torches. We've got a guy with proper vanguard weaponry, a tracker with a now hurt hound. We have short spears. crossbow, and the standard stuff that you need for some dungeoneering. You know, you've got yourself a nice little hand pick and trowel. Do we go into the big building? There might be something that can help with this. Would you like to? I'm going to make it clear again, time is of the essence, but if you feel that is the correct decision, then you should do that. If you feel that isn't the correct decision, then you should. L has a shield, yes. The ceiling, I would say, is an inconsistent 30 feet up-ish. Like, from where Ledger is, he can't jump and hit the ceiling or anything, but if two Ledgers jumped, like, you know, if he's... Could he throw the shield Captain America style? It's an option, possibly. You have your 4 nameless guys as well. Bonson's a bit of a coward, but he'll do what he needs to. They all will. Would that do anything? Good question. Who knows? Well, since some action's better than no action, one of you does run to this building, and they take a quick look in. And inside, it seems to be, unfortunately, a lot of dead shit. Ranging from some people who definitely went missing during the evacuation to a horse, to rats, cave bats, some oddly large spiders that will not be mentioned in lore again. Rows upon rows of it, fermenting in little trenches dug. You distinctly recognize some corpses from the previous battle that you did at Eschep. Some of General Gregory's men. Can we try one of the big boom weapons? You yelled a Ledger. Now would be a good time for a last resort. And Ledger, one hand clutching his side, the other reaches down below his chest plate and awkwardly underneath it pulls out what you would describe as a hand cannon. A You do happen to find... Oh, fuck. Yeah, actually. Yeah. You do happen to find... I wish I didn't do that reveal right now. You would have found one of the corpses of ours from the previous battle, since some were explicitly damaged, and that means you literally have a fucking blasting charge. Okay, yeah, no, you've found a blasting charge. A fucking short-range grenade, essentially. Fuck. Oh well. But of course, we can't have nice things now, can we? One leaps up and catches Auburn on her side. It tries to find purchase in her armor. It can't. It goes for the neck. And with a loud bang, Ledger goes for the head. Use the grenade for stalactite distraction or into the massive creatures. Up to you. But whatever it is, we need a fucking answer, and we need it fast. Because he's only got 4 rounds left. Oddly enough, Ledger doesn't seem to reload, as another hops up and immediately he blasts it in the chest. You're unfamiliar with a firearm that can do that. Hit the wall of the steel structure with something loud and attach the blasting charge to a bolt. Oh, I fucking love that idea! Our crossbow guy is still covering Ledger's group, if I remember correctly. Yep, he's trying to take pot shots, but he's only got, so much to put out. Alright, I think we're going with Shin's idea. Who is the other person who is with A at the time? Actually, fuck it. No. I'm gonna put A at risk for this one. I'm sorry, but it's fitting. The blasting charge itself is a bit big for a bolt to carry. But splitting the putty in half... So, you attach some of the blasting charge to the wall of the steel structure. And one of you gets up closer with a crossbow. A runs out and loads their own crossbow. You fire at the blasting charge. And it rings out like a fucking gong. Oh god. Yeah. I might as well be there too. Alright, Leo. So yeah, you fire your shot at the building. It rings like a gong as A takes aim above. And fires. Nope, wrong one. And the rubble begins to rain. It sets off a chain. Ledger, fully passed out now, gets carried by Auburn, who also drags the crossbowman off the roof and starts fucking booking it to you. The rest of you decide to make your timely exit as well. As the stalactites come crashing down on the entire area. And you fucking run. You hear it behind you. Some more of the clicking. And dropping a torch, you see that some of them were wise enough. But it hardly matters to you. You run up forward. But one last enemy stands in your way. A hulking monstrosity of theirs. It's one of the apes, but it is fucking massive. You're not entirely sure how you missed it. It definitely couldn't have been bad writing. And definitely not because my toggle didn't work and there was actually a section here that I fucking had. But regardless... What do you do with this last massive target? Last. You can hear them. It's some kind of alpha creature. It's an alpha male. You can hear them. Crawling out of the cavern walls. You hear the clicking, the clamoring. Can it see? No, like the others, instead of a proper head, it just has a gaping maw. We need something percussive to confuse it or lead it away. You've used up your blasting charge. Loose arrows, Mr. Ace. Alright. Both of your crossbowmen fire shots into this fucking behemoth. The arrows find purchase. Which means now it charges. God fucking damn it. Like... So Bonson and Ted are dead. I'm just gonna tell you right now, Bonson and Ted are now dead. Very, very dead. I go in as well. I'm gonna assume you sent that before I said that, so I'm not going to hold you to that. If only Charlie was here. Charlie can't fit through the fucking door. Hello? Then how did that get here? If my map toggle worked, you would have been able to see it, but unfortunately, it fucking didn't. Also, sorry, this is not the thing, the rubble and these choke points is where Charlie wouldn't have. That works for me. You whip your shield at the wall, and stomping over your now fallen comrades, it runs to investigate it. You make your not-so-stealthy escape, as it figures it out pretty fucking quick, and starts charging back at you. And that is when Auburn throws the last of her fire bottles. It ignites on the creature and sticks to it. It begins making a hissing sound and clicks go around. You run out. Leo, you're alive. All good. You fucking run. The thing's still flaming. Squeezes through the passages and runs, but the rubble blocks it. It claws at you desperately. And from that, Ledger seems to waken enough and has Auburn put him down. Oops, wrong color. We're good, Leo. Ledger moves to the thing. Watching it claw desperately at the passageway. sees it continue to try to find a way through. And with that, he raises his hand cannon. And the mission is complete, as the beast slumps down, defeated. Ledger walks back to the group and promptly collapses. Carrying each other, you make your way out. Having escaped Eschep's underbelly. Now let me just open recent. Open Eschep. Come on, let me see Eschep. All good, Wef. Back up in the city of Eschep. It's nighttime again. Ace starts laughing. Ledger wakes up again and calls for a fucking healing mage. As they work on getting him sewn up, the guard captain comes down. And he's excited. Or rather, not excited, but eager to hear the results. No? Did you get him? Is he gone? Or what was it? To which Ledger looks up at him and says, "We're going to dynamite that entire cave system free of charge." All in favor, say aye. Those bodies cannot and will not be forgotten. Fuck that! I'm not going back down there. I... Like, if you want to fuck it, hell, I'll go do it right now. Okay, Wef, I'm aware that you weren't present for a lot of it. There's still a good 20 of those, as I was calling them in my notes, deep apes. In other words, fucking gorillas with giant fucking teeth, and instead of heads, just mouths. Yeah. All good, Wef. Torture with flamethrowers too if we have those. We got rat launchers, man. We'll fucking do it. Oh, yeah, I guess Eschep would have been rebuilding by now. Is this a song? Nope, that's not it. Fuck. Where the fuck is the Dragon Quest Swords fucking... I just want the town theme from Dragon Quest Swords. Whatever. Guy writes up condolence letters for the fallen, assuming Mr. Ledger won't be doing it himself. Ledger will, but you are more than welcome to as well. I'm gonna say that's scene. Ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, fucking thank you. I hate to say it. I spent 3 fucking hours on this map. Oh, whoa. Something that the... Hold on a sec. I need to... Did that... Honestly, Wilku? Kind of, yeah. Except instead of flesh, it's apes, and instead of all big teeth, it's like a human set of teeth with 2 canines. Yeah, that's concerningly similar. Thank God, I didn't know what to say because I missed everything. That's freaking awesome. Hey, Shin, thank you for fucking taking part in it. You're not in the Discord yet, are you? For anyone who's this isn't an obligation for the record. Not yet. But no. Link to the where's it? Okay, I tend to keep the Discord relatively private because I hate most fucking people. But yeah, here's the thingy. I manually approve all users, so it'll take a minute before I get you the full permissions. Until then, there's some of the stuff you can't see, and you can't post links or videos for obvious reasons. But yeah, a lot of thought went into the map. So, like I was saying at the start of the stream, my dad did a lot of caving and climbing. And today, shortly after I had fallen on ice and hit my head several fucking times, which still hurts for the record, that if I was capable of driving into the hospital, I would have, but I fucking can't because, you know, a foot of ice. So we're fucked for now. regardless, I asked him about, I told him I was making a map of, a cave system. And I was like, well, what's one that you remember going through? And he said Gargantua. And yeah, Interprovincial Way, 2-day junction, false daylight passage. Don't tell him it's traced. Yeah, I traced this so fucking hard. Like, also, I want you guys to know, I put in, okay, I deleted them, but on this side, I had a shit ton of layers labeled red herring. So with all of this A5, A1, A3, there were others? That was just to make it less painfully obvious that the map actually just ended there. But also to hide the fucking blood fingerprint and all that. Yeah. And then, of course, I fucking straight up, I didn't lift this. I made my own, but it's the same fucking thing. And I ended up doing some reading on how they make these maps. And because I had like 10 minutes before stream starts, I instead just put a bunch of dots to pretend that there was detail when there wasn't. This is literally stalagmite and stalactite. That's the official fucking notation for it. It's better than anything I can do. False. You can make fucking great music, so I promise you, if any of you guys ever decide you want to come up with some sort of fucking map, this is actually like this is just genuinely do what I do. Fucking take a random landscape. The town of Eschep is based on the fucking town of Mayo, which is also the name of an artist who is 3 years late on a fucking commission from me. I haven't forgotten, man. I'm genuinely still angry. Regardless, like, Big Island. Big Island. Boggle Alley. Big Island. That's the feeling of a map coming from an explorer who hadn't been inside of it before. Yeah! I'm a tad late with sending that message. But I get what you mean, though. Like, yeah. And another subtle little thing is that, like, the map that we had before, it's like, oh, yeah, it's got all these nice, confident lines. And then as we're going through, our guy is just sketching shit down. And I did have it subtly turn redder and redder until at the end I realized I fucked up and I had done it all in the full reddish color, and then I was just like, well, I'm 10 minutes late to stream, fuck you. You'd use beans and rice to determine how the land is shaped. I hate to say it, I've seen that done, and it does work. Now, typically, when I design a living quarter for something, I like to actually think, like, oh, why is this set up the way it is? Like, it's the working district, we got the port, oh, the fucking cloud district, because, you work with the government of the place, you're higher class, so you're allowed to stay in these nicely kept neighborhoods. And then we got the fucking longhouses. Like that. I find from Skyrim that is the reference I was making there. But genuinely, yeah. Please tell me there's no Nazim. He died in the previous siege. Oh shit. Before Kaz is finished streaming, I have to fucking oh, please tell me he's still yes, he is. Okay. Alright, so that's an SSN, and this has to be a fight. Okay, one sec. I need to shut my door. I'm gonna fake cry. The wrong one? I think that's the wrong one. Why am I at 144p? Let's go 480 like a gangsta. Good news here is we have brick. Wait, hold the fuck on. Brick. Good news here is we have okay, he still has Bonson. Brick. 7. Pikachu. Get in there, Remy. I need some comfort for my bonsoning. Add role, approved users. Oh no. Yo, give me a sorry, I'm realizing some people were answering here. Hi, oh my god, Rowan, I'm playing, oh gosh. The puffball's really cute. At the same time, the green one is a friend shape. Stop talking to the other people. Talk to me. I don't think I'm feeling the water one particularly much. You need to call about Bonson? Alright. Peddles, start the call. He's so disappointed.
Hello, Peddles. Let me make sure you're on the thing here. Can I?
Okay. Kaz.
Everyone, what's up?
Bonson's fucking dead.
My Bonson's fine. How bad
my
did your
Bonson's dead.
How bad did it die?
Okay, so we were in a cave, and there were these monster things that they were like gorillas, but instead of heads, they had like just a mouth with lots of big teeth, and it was scary. And then we were running away because we caused a major explosion and cave in, and then like we found a really big one, and Bonson's friend Doug. Bonson's friend Ace shot it with a crossbow bolt, and because it was like 20 feet tall, it fucking came over and it stepped.
It smashed him?
Yeah, it killed the fuck out of Bonson and Ace.
You got Mario Party 3'd to death?
Bonson did, yes.
Oh, that's such a... funny way to go out. I'm
It's
sorry.
not funny. I don't have Bunsen anymore. I have Bunsen jam, which is better than Bunsen jelly, but still, it's Bunsen jam.
Not even a Boston preserve? Like you couldn't get that much
No.
sugar on it? Oh no, it's
There's
out.
nothing to preserve. He's fucking dead.
Oh no. Oh gosh.
He's my bouncing Bunsen boy, and now he's dead.
Well, my
Super dead.
Bonson's still somehow alive. If you're
Get-
curious about that.
Get your
He's-
Bunsen killed by a cave-in or somebody crushing him to death so that it's thematic.
there's a cave, but the cave is filled with Pokemon who are weak to mine.
Your
Also, hi,
Bunsen is
Scupador.
going to find a way to die in a cave. I'm making the call right now.
I mean, possibly not a souling Scupador. We're just getting, we have emotional support for our friend Peddles, who did name our starter.
No,
Their version of Bonson
Kaz
die.
chose to do a Bulbasaur named Bunsen because he loves the name, because it's a good name, he thinks. He's wrong, though. It's a bad name.
Yeah. No, but Scupador, it's
It's just so done with my bullshit. It's just, yeah, sure.
yeah. Air Slash is a thing. I don't think Air Slash exists in this gen, right? No, that's like a Gen 4 move at minimum. Or maybe it's Gen 5 because I think Swanna has Air Slash. But yeah, we're here. Oh no, the real rip is the fact that we lost a Mankey.
No! Not the
we did
Mankey that you didn't name Mankey.
No, we named it Connor. It's not a genuine thank you, Scupador. So we're about to do our fight with we're about to do our Gary fight, and we might be a bit over leveled. The main thing I'm thinking is like, would it make more sense? Because I have guts, I could try and force something on there, but also like I think we're above level.
You know my answer.
You want me to go in there because you want me to lose a Bonson?
No, I was going to say you ruin him with Bonson. You beat the shit out of him with Bonson.
Bonson does not have a good matchup against any of these Pokemon.
You
actually.
bond the fuck out of his son.
Damn. All right, let's see here what we got. They've got a Rattata. I think Brick is our best Mon here, so we use Brick a lot. But we're gonna want to use, like, we're gonna try and make use of what we have for neutrals. I've got, this fight starts out with Pidgeotto. And I think Remy can just kind of go with it. The next one would be, I would put Brick in against the Raticate. Because, let's see, what are my stat totals? My Spadef is pretty good as Eradicate, but still, Stab Water's pretty nice. I wish I had a physical move on this, but let's save real quick just so that, you know, if need be, we can just show where things go terribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
My chat, can I get a battery for Bonson?
Oh.
And if anyone gives a battery that's not fully charged, they're perma banned.
All right. Here we go. Let's see.
I am emotionally invested in your Bonson.
All right, there's Zach. Let's go. Let's fuck him up.
Woo!
Oh, he's French too. He said bonjour.
Oh, that's how I greeted my editor when YouTube was having that glitch where you couldn't speak in English for a night.
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Open with a Pidgeotto. That's fine. Just gonna start out with Hyper Fang. If we hit both, we're good.
Why the fuck did... Why are people giving me money? Oh, cause batteries. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Remy makes it. Eradicate's next. So this is the one that I think we technically kill. Actually, no. But here we'll put Bonson in for this one because Bonson doesn't get much in this fight. Bonson actually has very little to do after this fight.
Bonson's got plenty to do in this fight. Bonson's
He
gonna
does not.
kill his Charizard.
There is no Charizard currently.
See?
Bonson did
Bonson
do his
already
favorite thing,
killed
which
it.
is miss. He did his favorite thing, which was miss.
Like, that seems to be all he fucking does.
He does, and he dodged. He did do a good dodge there off of a Hyper Fang. This Raticate no longer stays on Zach's team. He's dead. We're gonna see him in Lavender Town and a crit.
Like,
so Bonson did good.
Man,
Your
what
Bonsons did good.
they should do a fucking... There's got to be a Pokemon mod where your rival is also doing a Nuzlocke. So if you just kill his Pokemon, he like
just
shows up.
gone.
Yeah, he shows up in the next, and he's just there. He's like, I wanted to challenge you to a Pokemon battle, but you killed all of mine.
I mean, like, that kind of happens with Hop in Gen 8. Because
Really?
well, not really, but like for the middle part, he's always like switching his team up. He has like a couple consistencies, but a lot of it switch. Oh, why am I doing Water Pulse? No, we're using Bite.
Bonson is in his rebellious phase for being named Bonson. No, Bonson is angry because his namesake has died in a fictional VTuber's lore stream.
Ugh.
Connor was taken out by a random Rattata?
Yeah, it wasn't my finest moment. I did a switch in because I was trying to switch train in Brick. It was at 44 health. I took 15, and I was at 29. I was like, wait a second, because like I could karate chop and clear it all the way through. I was like, wait, timeout. It has priority. It did 15 out of 44 damage if it crit, and then as I said the word crit, it crit me.
Oh my god.
Like the timing was right there. All right, come on, Brick.
Oh. I have one last question, and then I'll stop bugging you. But how do I get tear stains out of my armor?
It's not iodine. I don't think it's iodine. I forget. Is it chain, leather, or plate?
It's polyester cotton.
I think it's seltzer. Baking soda and seltzer.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna rub this old man's back.
Does it work on Velcro?
I don't think Velcro. I don't think Velcro.
Shit. Kaz's chat, I need your advice on removing tear stains from my armor over my dead Bonson. Rub. Oh my god, you're actually rubbing an old man.
Yeah, no, his back is killing him. Here, look at this.
So
See?
he taught you how to cut things.
Yeah.
Why
I
not
think we
try
got
it with the
everything
trees
there.
around the city? Deface public property.
For the record, you didn't want the Solosis? Aw. But Solosis is so cool.
Solosis? Is that a disease?
No, it's the first stage between Duosion and Rionucleus.
Oh. I was not aware of that.
It is a glass cannon. It's such a good glass cannon.
Oh, Solosis. I thought you said cirrhosis.
Yeah, no, of the liver?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your support in this trying time, Kaz. I do appreciate you and your people and your Bonson.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Have a good one, bud.
I won't. My Bonson is dead. And then I just hung up. Okay, this has been a good stream. I've liked this.
All right, he left.
He left.
Things are looking good, which is bad because we've made the goal of this stream.
He's told me that I'm not bothering him when I do that. I don't believe him at all. I think I'm bothering him quite a bit, and I think he secretly hates me, but I think about that about everyone. Are we raiding Kaz? Fuck that. No, we're gonna raid the other Canadian VTuber, Taylor. Because now we have something relatable to talk about. Also, because we share a lot of viewership with Kaz currently, and I want to expand. You know, like, I gotta think of it like a business. Anyways,
Thanks, Dreamy, for the posture check, you pink gremlin.
Taylor's nice. All right. Excuse me. Feel free to join the raid if you'd like. If not, all good. While you're on another person's channel, please do be decently respectful. Like, if you're taking part in this, you are representing the channel. It's a dick move if you just go over there and cause problems. All right. Ending soon. Pretty much everyone that I'm saying that to is someone who won't be a problem, but all the same. And thank you for being here, Shin. Genuinely. Do you want Shin or Usagi? Which do I go for? I just say Shin because it rolls off the tongue for me is a fair bit. And because I did a collab thing with a guy named Shin Regis, so it reminds me of good memories. You have a name Shin. Oh, fair enough. All right. Join the raid. I'll see you, fellas. His Shivan name, because he shivs people. Thank you, Flash. God damn it, she's saying Baby Shark. Now we have to fucking annex, or not annex. What's the excommunicate? Oh well.